different boxes. Because we are uneducated, we are ignorant, not no disrespect, we label things demons. That is one of the most insulting things to me, but I also understand that culturally that's what we were taught. So I learned to have understanding. I was even told by my own mother one time, "You think I should get you an exorcist?" I said, "No," because that's what they were telling her. Because when you see different variable ages coming out crawling, holding on to somebody's leg, when I trust somebody real well, really good, I might ask to sit at your leg. I know I'm doing it with the comfort of a mother, the safety, the smell of food. Even today, I have to bake a sweet potato, do something in my home. There would be times I wake up and I'm like this. I'm scared, they're gonna hurt me, I would crawl under the table. If you rattled the key or smelled like cigarettes, I was a little girl petrified. But could I identify it? My therapist never could. And my one therapist ended up going back to school to learn about disassociation, EMDR. So it's a lot to the history of this, excuse me. However, as I read this story to you, there's a lot to understanding what disassociation is. There's a much difference than multiple personality, even though it's under the same disorder. I am still JoAnn. I am JoJo. They call me that even now. I am Sis. That's what my mother called me. You ask my name when I'm that little girl, I'm still tell you the whole conversation, everything we did. My voice is just different. And when I chatter my teeth, I make it cold. I used to have to sit on my hands because I wanted to bite. I'm in therapy now, trauma therapy and regular therapy, 3 hours every Wednesday. I've been in therapy for over 32 years. Therefore, I respect therapy and learned therapy, even though I was ostracized about therapy, because we don't do that. We don't tell our business, but I didn't even know I had this business. I want to know who was I, but this is the thing that kept me. Before my husband was in the kitchen, I remember being upstairs, and I heard this in my spirit. You're going to go through something horrific, but if you let me go, you will die. And I said, what is this? My husband is downstairs, I hear it again. I said, what can I be going on? But at the time, I was in African dance. I was swimming. I was in all these different clubs. I thought it was just normal. I was just getting in shape. I did know I would like walking in the bed. I still like riding slides and the swings. I thought, oh, that was normal, which I think is fun because we're too serious. We take life so serious, we forget to play. Well, anyway, that's some of the highlights. So I'm going to write a story. I just did this story, April. My therapist asked me a question. When parents don't give us things, how do we give them to ourselves within? So she asked me to write a paper on how would I parent a child coming to me if they were telling me about abuse. Now, as you take the perspective you need, but I will answer questions after, I don't mind. So this is how my story begins. I am JoAnn Richardson, the founder and CEO of Reach Out, I Hear You. I'm sharing a letter of self-expression, parenting myself from the perspective of a mother in me. April is the month of abuse, and it comes from many forms abuse does. Many have shared their stories over the years, but here is mine. Words of love to my inner child, the mother in me. The little girl within me has saved and protected my mind, meaning the little girls, because there's more than one. I would like to speak of only one of them. She comes to me with fear and her eyes watered, yet shy and withdrawn. As a mother, my initial response was to ask, what's wrong? Showing much concern and care, yet I'm nervous about what will I be told. Excuse me. Emotions just crossed. As the small, innocent girl with the grief holds onto the leg tightly and trembling, I sense a stirring of anger, thinking to myself, what could have happened? That's my child. And she begins to tell me of the atrocities, the many times the pain and the violations. Hearing this initially caused me to want to kill, and again, that's my child. Now I'm asking myself, why didn't I notice? Where was I? I held her. I love her. Giving comfort and showing compassion and paired with much concern. How can I help her? Because yes, I believe her. Who do I call? The police? The ambulance? Because I'm rage. Yet I need a cage because my emotions are in the oceans of me. Excuse me, y'all. I didn't know I was going to do this. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I must let her see I will help her. She is me, and I'm still in fear today. Please know she isn't a liar. Her innocence stolen, and me not knowing, but for how long? As the mother, will I make it better? She sees my hurt, my rage. I sense I put her back in a cage, and she finally just came out her maze to tell me. I didn't know this was going to happen. I can make it. Oh my goodness, I didn't know this was going to happen. I got to keep telling you. Yes. This is the platform that God gave me today. Okay, and I stopped that. She is me, and I'm still in fear. Please know she isn't a liar. And I'll explain that later. Her innocence stolen, and me not knowing for how long. As the mother, will I make it better? She see my hurt and my rage. I sense she just came out of maze to tell me. It took me all these years to believe it, y'all. And this letter, my therapist did this to help me connect with my reality. And I sense my reality as I read this, I denied it so long. I must love through action by comforting her. Wait a minute. I shared with her these emotions because anger and rage was okay. I was taught it wasn't okay. It is. Mm-hmm. So I let her know, composing myself, that I composed myself. I shared with her these emotions are okay. And I will be with her. I will not lie to her about my emotions. I must love her through action by comforting, holding, and listening. I will support you through getting medical and mental care while strengthening myself to be the best for all of us. Through torment, anguish, shame, and blaming herself, I continue to confirm it's not your fault. How will these men and women be punished? The little girls today exist. Hold on, baby. Stand in your truth. You help me help you within. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't know that was coming. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I want to tell y'all about the lying part, nobody believed. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know at 40, who would believe somebody at 40 coming to you telling you have abuse? Why are you telling it now? Who would believe you got PTSD, amnesia, disassociation, and you still got to continue to go on in life, which I've been able to do. I laugh, I play, because my testimony, I lost, I gained, separation, disowned, not believing. Until this day, I still have family members. We respect each other, but they feel like, and I kept a lot of things quiet because I didn't want to disrupt families. Mm-hmm. But most importantly for me, I trusted God. And I heard him say, if I didn't believe, I would die. Self-destruction, I affected my family. I didn't finish my education. I don't remember anything about real estate and have a license. For DMV, don't know anything, couldn't tell you anything. Computers, learning comprehension. I had people come in and help me pay my bills every month. Every month. And I still came amongst everybody and still enjoyed life. You know why? Because God gave it to me. And I let them know, you rob my body, but you'll never have my soul. And I mean that from the bottom. So when I walk in a place and I'm laughing and playing, I'm celebrating. Amen. Because I can walk. I laid down where I couldn't walk for a week because I could feel pain, even if I couldn't see the face, because it's called cell memory. So I had to relive it like it was happening all over. And not one or two, I have a list of at least 20, at least over 20 people. Not to mention gang rape and things like that. So when I go out amongst y'all, please know I'm celebrating. I'm so thankful. And whenever I come out and I laugh and I smile, I have a daughter, I haven't seen her in a few years. It affected my children. I realized there's a line of abuse that I didn't know about. My job is to destroy it. My job is to be the voice for the women, children, and men that will not speak. I talk to people sometimes at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning that I never even seen, because they're helping me too. Yes. I make that very clear. Yes. Don't think I'm doing so much for you. And as each of y'all enter my life, I look at it as a gift. I look at it as a gift. I know what it is to crawl. I know what it is to bite. I know what it is not to believe in me, even though the body is doing all this stuff. And I said, no, because the brain separated boxes. So I could get up and walk around like you might just see me be a child hiding under that table. Then when you see me, I'm out laughing and talking. But I know I was that child under that table. That's what I'm about, my God. Dancing in the rain, men, women, even with your pain, God have a way of removing the flame, yet you aim, love your life. We get to choose some things, but allow yourself to grieve. I wasn't allowed to grieve. Today is really one of the first time I really cried. Because I'm connecting. So my therapist, the trauma one, she used psychology good on me when I wrote that letter. That's when my life shifted to, I evolved to reality more. Because the people that you're around and you trust and you put your children, oh no. I have a book that I've written telling you about the monster in the room. The book is a pamphlet, but the children and me wrote the book. The book that you, oh, it's behind you. The book that you see, the children and me wrote it. I couldn't change anything without I hear in my head. No, no. I'll tell you, my name JoAnn Richardson. I live 4309 Pembroke Valley, Village Drive. I'll tell you when my birthday. I'll tell you anything you want to know in that voice. I even had a cousin tell me, I'm so afraid of you. I said, I understand you. And I'm not mad at you. Because you don't know what I might in your mind do, but I don't know what you might do to me either. I don't know what's in your mind. You see in mine, but I can't see yours. But in the meantime, I tell people when I've gone to church that I had demons. I would stand up in the church because a little girl got a poem. I wrote a lot of poetry. Start at the church. That's the name of it. Because that's where a lot of ignorance is. Because yes, we love God. But God didn't tell us not to think. God didn't say he didn't have disciples and he had more than 12. He sent angels all around me. And whether they're good, bad, whether I get mad, we're supposed to learn from the ugly, the good, and what have you. But the one thing I will ask all of you, whatever happened in your life, do know it helped create who you're becoming today. What happened to me, I don't regret it. I know it sounds crazy to you, but I don't regret it at all. Because it's my journey. But I got to choose with God and the people he surrounded, good, bad, and ugly. And even in my good, bad, and ugly, he still was able to help me continue to evolve and build and put more love in me. So when I come out and I see y'all, know that from the bottom of my heart is sincere. When I come out and laugh, I'm celebrating. Because I was that little girl that used to say, one day I'm going to get up off this ground, I'm going to look around in this town, and I'm going to walk in a white and a golden crown. My gown gonna be so beautiful, and I'm gonna hold my head up high. And I'm not gonna walk around and sigh and say, oh, it was you, what did you do? No, oh, it's me, healing me to connect as one. And when people also don't understand about disassociation, you're still one. You just say, I'm gonna do this later, I'm gonna do that later. Most of us probably have some book that's not identified, it's not bad. It means we overloaded, so it had to go in another part of the brain. Brain is powerful. So education is very important to learn. Ancestral, all kinds of things happen in families, and we think, oh, it's so bad, so bad. No, some things you have no control over, it happen. You experimenting, you know, some kids experimenting. I know even siblings that have sex with each other. And what I love about it, they told me. Because you know why? They taught me to, don't be ashamed of what all these things happen, but the sad thing for me, maybe the good thing, no, let me change it. It was good that I didn't remember. Because no telling, I wouldn't be standing here. I'm not on any drugs. I'm doing good. So I just want y'all to know, thank you for coming. If you have any questions, I feel free to answer. Although I broke down, thank you. I don't even feel bad. Usually I feel bad, I don't. So it let me know, look at God, He is working in me. I love y'all so much. I met some of the women in our senior centers, our teenagers, but I know God sent y'all in my life. I know it for a fact. That's right. And I take y'all for granted. And thank you. Hey.